Love that reaction, just as I hoped. So yeah, me and Noriko are dating now. What? What are you? What? You got dumped by Noriko and now you're being comforted by some older woman? Don't be rude. What happened to Noriko, huh?
Don't forget this, Tsukasa. The pen is mightier than the sword.
My father used to tell me that all the time when he was alive. Yeah, I know. That's why I read a bunch of books again today. I love reading.
I see. You're a good kid, Tsukasa. No matter what you face in life, fight with a pen, not a sword.
Okay, I'll never forget that. Because I stayed true to my father's words, reading became a habit I did whenever I had spare time. Even after he passed and I became a third-year high schooler, that hasn't changed.
Tsukasa, can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure, what's up? This is Noriko Sonobano. She's my classmate and recently confessed to me, so now we're dating.
Sorry for interrupting your reading, but a bunch of people are struggling with English for entrance exams. They want your help.
Before I realized it, I was surrounded by several of Noriko's female friends. I glanced at their notebooks and began explaining. In cases like this, it helps to break no into not and any to make the meaning clearer.
Huh? You're right. That's amazing. No wonder you're top of the class. Your thinking's totally different. Sensei, can you also explain the different uses of that and how to tell them apart? And I'd love to hear tips for understanding long English passages too.
It was just a quick tutoring session during break, but it became popular and started happening regularly.
Thanks, Tsukasa. Everyone didn't want to interrupt your reading at first, but now they really appreciate it.
Reading's something I can do anytime. Tell them not to worry, and feel free to ask me anything. But there was one guy who clearly didn't like this little study group. Huh. What's with that gloomy bookworm getting all the attention from the girls? After the exams, I got into my first choice university in Tokyo. But most of my classmates stayed local for college, so Noriko and I ended up in a long-distance relationship.
It's just 4 years, right? In the grand scheme of life, that's nothing. I can handle long distance.
She said that cheerfully, but things changed when her job hunting started getting hectic. Even when I messaged her regularly, replies came slower or stopped altogether. Once her job hunt for her dream company settled down, I came home and asked to meet her. I wanted to share the good news that I'd secured an offer too, but then...
Tsukasa, I'm sorry. Let's break up.
Huh? Well, why?
There's someone else I want to be with. He helped me through my job hunt.
I tried to stay in touch and support her, but she had someone close by who could comfort her right away. After that, Noriko just kept apologizing through tears, and then... Hey now, don't be so hard on her, man. You're being pathetic. That smug, grinning guy walked up. I knew who he was. You're Sanue Toge, right? We were in the same class in high school. Huh, I'm honored the class genius remembers me, but could you not make her cry, please? What goes on between Noriko and me doesn't concern you. Love that reaction, just as I hoped. So yeah, me and Noriko are dating now. What? What are you? So that's why she was crying. My hands started trembling. I clenched my fists without thinking. Man, watching you all shaken up is hilarious. So even the genius falls apart when he gets news like this, huh? He goes to the same college as Noriko. When he saw her struggling, he jumped at the chance. The first love I thought I was nurturing, even from a distance, was crushed in an instant by an old classmate. Luckily, being away from my hometown helped me move on pretty quickly. After graduating, I joined Lovekoi Publishing. My dad always wanted me to work in the world of pens. I became an editor.
Yarai, your proposal just got approved. The department head's looking forward to it.
Really? I'll work harder than ever. Pouring myself into work helped me forget all about Noriko and Sen. Now I'm building a solid career in the world of books I love.
Thanks for the introduction the other day, Tsukasa. The interview went super smoothly thanks to you.
Really? I'm so glad it helped, Hina. As we enjoyed her delicious dinner, we shared peaceful smiles. This is my colleague, Hina Kioi. We joined the company the same year, and we've been dating for 2 years now. She works in a different department and is busier than me, but whenever she has time, she treats me to her amazing cooking.
Hey, what happened with that project the boss loved so much because of the title?
You mean Absolute Asset Defense Line? Turns out the boss is a fan of that anime set in Hakone.
Oh, so that title really hit the mark, huh?
Yeah, now he wants the font and design to look just like that anime's title.
Like Crash of the Market, maybe?
Right, or Unknown Closing Price.
And we've got to sneak in I Mustn't Run Away somewhere.
I've been racking my brain for a whole week on how to make that work. Makes me dizzy.
You mustn't run away, Tsukasa.
Work talk like this, plus having great chemistry, being with Hina is genuinely fulfilling. Still, it's a serious finance guidebook.
If we go too heavy on the anime references, we might not find a willing author.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to ask you something, Hina. I put my hands together, and she immediately seemed to catch on, her eyes widening slightly.
Wait, you're thinking of asking that person?
Yeah, Mr. Tora Nomon. I figured if you introduced me, he might agree.
True. He'd probably be fine with a bit of humor. And I'd love to return the favor for the lead you gave me. So yeah, I'll ask him.
Thanks, Hina. Just like that, Hina and I supported each other's work and had a great relationship built on mutual respect. I'm Tsukasa Yarai. I'm the lead on this project and will be handling the editing. Nice to meet you. A few weeks later, Mr. Toranomon gave us a positive response, and we met to discuss things in person.
Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you from Hina.
Huh? A lot like what?
That's a secret for now. Let's talk business first.
Right. Looking forward to working with you today. After the meeting, Toranomon-sensei agreed to write after understanding the project's concept. That was probably thanks to Hina giving her a push beforehand, too. Grateful for Hina's support both professionally and personally, I made a suggestion to Toranomon-sensei. Sensei, do you have time after this? Hina mentioned you like sushi. Actually, there's a great place nearby I'd love to take you to.
Oh, how thoughtful. I was just wondering what to do for dinner. I'd love to take you up on that.
After the meeting, we headed to a high-end sushi spot, praised by celebrities and close to Lovekoi Publishing. It's a familiar place I've used many times, and had booked in advance for today.
Hirai, welcome. I've got your usual seat in the back ready.
Thanks, chef. We sat at the back of the counter. I asked about her preferences and let the chef take care of the rest.
I don't come to this area often, so it's my first time here. Lovely place.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's one of my favorites. I always feel at home here.
You're sharp and elegant. No wonder Hina's so into you.
Seeing her chuckle so warmly made me a little embarrassed. I was trying to figure out when to bring up the rumors she'd heard from Hina when...
Welcome.
A man about my age walked in with a young woman, and I instinctively widened my eyes. Huh? Isn't that Tsukasa Yurai? It was Uke Toge-sen, a former classmate I'd honestly forgotten even existed. Uke Toge, huh? Long time no see. No way, running into you here of all places. It was the first time we'd met since that day at the park 2 years ago, when we talked with Noriko. But the woman beside him wasn't Noriko. Did they break up? Or... I was thinking about that when... This isn't the kind of place you come to dressed like that. You gotta wear a nice suit, like us big city bankers. What, the top student from high school can't even land a job that requires a suit? While saying that, Uketoge sized up Toranomon-sensei sitting beside me. What, you got dumped by Noriko and now you're being comforted by some older woman? Don't be rude. What happened to Noriko, huh? He looked momentarily flustered at my words, but quickly returned to his smug look. Jealous much? I never cared about that girl. I just wanted to piss you off. Guys like me get all the young girls we want. I'm a busy elite banker after all. She got annoying, so I dumped the girl I stole from you. Simple as that. Sen was full of himself, ranting like he'd won something. I couldn't let this escalate. Chef, please send the bill later. Sensei, I'm very sorry. Shall we go somewhere else? Huh. Look at you pretending to be a regular with that send the bill talk. Running away, huh? Dinner's just finished. Shall we, Sensei? I was seething, but this wasn't the time to make a scene. Raising a sword here would solve nothing. I swallowed my anger and left the shop. Kuh, what a lame guy. Hey, chef, can you clear this seat for us? Taking a girl into seat at a top place like this? Tonight's gonna be...
Leave. We don't serve customers like you here.
What?
What is wrong with you? This is so lame. I'm leaving.
After we left, Uke Toge was left behind, hit with cold stares from the chef and the woman. Later, we moved to a nearby bar, and I apologized again to Toranomon-sensei.
That classmate of yours is something else. Does Hina know about him?
No, I figured I'd never see him again, so I never mentioned him.
Well, given his personality, there is a chance he'll show up again. You should let her know.
I nodded and confirmed her writing schedule, then saw her off in a taxi. I hoped running into Uke Toge was just a fluke, but life's never that kind. Do we really need to be at this party?
No idea why you got an invite, but if we bankers get flagged by the FSA, we're finished.
But isn't the guest of honor a former FSA official? What influence does he still have? The event was held at a luxury hotel ballroom, an extravagant party celebrating a new publication.
Careful what you say. Good thing I didn't let you come alone.
Yeah, whatever you say. Sen gave a half-hearted reply as they walked. Then... Huh? You again? He looked surprised to see me, then immediately flashed that same unpleasant smirk. Still can't dress for the occasion, huh? Always breaking dress codes. That's all you've got? Pathetic. His eyes raked over me with the same sneer he always had back in high school. We barely interacted then, but I always felt his hostility.
Hey, don't pick fights with people you don't even know.
Nah, it's fine. We're old classmates. He's nothing special. Can't even dress right for a formal event like this. He didn't care his boss tried to stop him. Poor guy, stuck with a subordinate like that? Then again, his boss wasn't much better. Once he decided I wasn't important, he stopped trying. No dress code means there's no need for a suit. Didn't I write that on the invitation myself? His eyes widened again, but this time there was a flicker of doubt. What? You wrote it? Don't be ridiculous. That's such a lame lie. It's not a lie. I'm on the organizing side of this event. I'm the editor in charge of the academic book we're celebrating tonight at Lovekoi Publishing. Sen grimaced, finally realizing how bad his position was. He's with an elite publishing house? In our field, formal suits and ties aren't the norm. Business casual that balances comfort and professionalism is standard, even at dinners like this. But he didn't know that. To him, suits were everything.
So all that noise was you again.
It was Toranomon-sensei, of course. She was also attending the party.
Sensei, it's an honor to meet you. I'm Corey from G Bank. Please, we hope to work closely with you going forward.
Yes, Toranomon-sensei used to be a top official at the financial services agency. Now she teaches at a university, but still holds major influence over financial institutions.
Oh my. Well then. You're the banker who called me old at that sushi restaurant a few months ago, aren't you?
Uetoge sprouts a visibly nervous reaction. Clearly, he now realizes who Toranomon really is and is panicking.
I mean, old, you say?
Uetoge's boss is also shaken by this unexpected revelation. He had no idea his subordinate had already stepped in it.
I met the young man next to you, and compared to the young woman you brought, he stared at me like I was something to scoff at and said it.
That's outrageous! Hey, Uetoge, did you really say something like that to her?
No. I mean, it was just a figure of speech, or...
Idiot! What do you mean, figure of speech? Ma'am, please accept our deepest apologies for what the youngster here said. I'm terribly sorry. You too, apologize properly.
I sincerely apologize. While Uetoge and his boss profusely bow and sweat bullets,
Sorry I'm late.
Hina comes rushing in, out of breath from what looks like getting off work. No worries, we're just in the first mingling session after the toast.
Ah, great. Auntie, congratulations on your new book.
Yes, Toranomon is Hina's father's sister. She's family.
Thank you. You didn't have to force yourself to come. You're busy.
Who else would celebrate the release of a collaboration between you and Tsukasa if not me?
This party is to celebrate the release of a book written by Toranomon, which I edited.
Well, yes. We met thanks to Hina's introduction, but it came to be because I was impressed by Tsukasa's talent and character. It was his charm that convinced me.
Many editors had tried and failed to pitch her before. Getting her to publish was a huge win for us. No way! So your brilliance is still going strong? You could have said that sooner. Don't start with weird accusations. You're the one who picked a fight out of nowhere. Realizing what I do for work, Uetoge starts yelling to cover up his own mistake. But...
Could this be the same banker who acted rude to Auntie?
Exactly. Toranomon said since it's a chance, we should invite them. When I say that, Hina gives Uetoge a frosty smile and hands him a business card.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kiyoi Hina, Toranomon's niece and Tsukasa's colleague.
Fighting with Weekly Pen? Yes, Hina works in the infamous Weekly Pen department, justice served cold. They cover celeb gossip, yes, but they're known for exposing corruption in politics and business through deep investigative journalism. They push their targets into a corner using the power of a pen.
We have nothing to hide from Weekly Pen, right, Uetoge?
Yes, exactly. I can't speak for other banks, but we've got nothing shady going on.
Oh, really? Scummy bank, huh? I bet there's a little dirt to dig up. Well, since we've met, I'll be sure to ask Auntie about you two in detail.
No way. And with that, Uetoge and his boss practically flee the party venue. After that, the proposal was approved, and my department hit the top spot in copies printed, sales revenue, and sell-through rate. I'm sure my reputation is up. Now if only I get my desired transfer in the next reshuffle. Thinking of that, I came to our usual fancy sushi joint to wait for Hina, who's working late. Hey, Yurai. You again, acting so casual, but did your boss forgive you for what you said to Tyrannomon? They were hounding me for a while, but then they suddenly stopped. I think I slipped away clean. Ha ha. Slipped away? Seriously? Do you even feel bad? Even if it weren't Tyrannomon, saying stuff like that isn't okay. Shut up. Don't lecture me. Young equals righteous, no matter the gender. You're just jealous that I'm popular with young girls, huh? Ha ha. Before I can even respond, a voice comes from behind.
Young girls? So you're out here laughing after tossing me aside?
It's my ex, Noriko. I haven't seen her since that park nightmare. Uetoge hasn't noticed me yet, but he's clearly thrown off by Noriko's intense glare. What's going on? You doing okay?
I finally found you. Blocking me on all social media and running away. Ugh, so cruel. You egged me into breaking up with Tsukasa, then dumped me for someone else? You lied to me?
Noriko's full of resentment toward Uetoge, her eyes dead. Then suddenly, she starts bawling like a child.
I couldn't find you on my own, so I hired a private investigator. They said you show up at this fancy sushi place.
Private investigator? Hey, don't cry here in public. I get it. You really loved me.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm not hung up on you. What I feel is pure hatred. How could you?
Seems like Uetoge dumped Noriko right after achieving his goal of stealing her from me. Noriko, on the other hand, refused to back down after leaving me, so she clung to Uetoge and wouldn't let go. Eventually, a year ago, Uetoge hit his limit and ran, even filed for a department transfer apparently. What a mess. Uetoge's scummy behavior is one thing, but Noriko hiring a PI is next level scary. Back when we dated, I never imagined she had this side to her, as I observe in silence.
Sorry to keep you... Huh? What's going on, Tsukasa?
Hina shows up, and, seeing the chaos, whispers to me.
So wait, this is that ex you told me about?
I nod. At Tyrannomon's suggestion, I had told Hina about my history with Uetoge and Noriko.
Wait, Tsukasa?
And with Hina's arrival, Noriko finally notices me.
Wow, what are the chances? This has to be fate, right? I was tricked by Uetoge back then. I wasn't in my right mind. Tsukasa, can we start over?
Okay, that's enough. We all know what you're gonna say and what Tsukasa's gonna answer. Total waste of time.
What's your deal? This is between me and Tsukasa.
If it involves Tsukasa, it involves me. I'm his fiancé.
Fiancé?
Yes, I just proposed to Hina the other day. We're currently house hunting, right in the honeymoon phase.
You say he tricked you, but you think you did nothing wrong? You betrayed a great guy like Tsukasa and played the victim.
There are always women like that. I see them all the time at work. Total disasters. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Don't you realize you ended up hurting them anyway? And yet all you do is talk about your own pain. If you keep harassing Tsukasa any further, we'll have to call the police. Is that okay with you?
Noriko had been ready to argue back, but the moment Hina mentioned the word police, she gave up and slumped to the ground, completely deflated.
And you, the banker over there?
Ue Toge, who had been trying to sneak away ever since Noriko broke down, is called out by Hina. What is it?
Start getting your affairs in order. And if there's someone you want to see, you better go now.
Ue Toge looks confused, his face pale. I don't know what Hina truly meant, but her eyes were deadly serious. Trying to avoid Hina's gaze, Ue Toge stumbled away from the scene. A few days later, We Fight with the Pen Weekly scooped a massive fraudulent loan scandal at Guess Bank. Why me? I was just following orders from my boss. This is insane. The one arrested was Ue Toge Sen, and then...
Why am I in this too? Are you saying I was tricked by that woman? I told everything because I thought I'd get a deal.
During interrogation, Ue Toge and his superior each shouted and raged their own excuses, but naturally, none of it was accepted. Noriko, on the other hand, remains depressed over her inability to resist going along with the crowd and continues to shut herself in. Her days consist of sitting in the dark, staring vacantly at the television.
Huh? Sen got arrested? Seriously? That's hilarious.
Despite the words, her expression remains dark. It may still take time for Noriko to bounce back. To celebrate Toranomon's book surpassing 100,000 copies sold, she, Hina, and I held a little party. Congratulations!
Thank you. But Hina, you made a backdoor deal for that article, didn't you? To get that incompetent boss to spill everything?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You got him to hand over the evidence in exchange for pinning everything on Tsukasa's classmate, didn't you?
Even if my aunt provided the lead, I can't disclose details of the investigation.
Toranomon, a former director at the financial services agency, still has deep ties to the finance world. Digging up info was easy for her.
I just wanted to punish the guy who insulted my dear niece's fiancé. But Hina wouldn't tell me anything. Tsukasa? Hina's the best woman you'll ever meet, even from her aunt's perspective. But be careful. She's in a very scary department.
Yes, though I'm transferring to that scary We Fight with the Pen department myself next month.
What? This is the first I'm hearing of it. You're really coming to Pen Fight?
The notice just came today. I've been requesting the transfer for a while. Finally got it. Yes, I do like my current job, but I've always wanted to work at Pen Fight with Hina. That's because... to fight evil using words, using the pen, that was my father's teaching. No matter how much society moves away from print, no matter if paper books vanish, I'll never let the power of words fade.
Tsukasa. Yeah, let's work hard together.
I'd better watch myself too.
We Fight with the Pen Weekly is so influential, it's known as the righteous hammer that silences even crying children. But depending on your view, that might mean the pen itself can become a weapon.
Listen, Tsukasa, never forget the saying, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Even now, when I can no longer see my father, his teachings echo in my heart with ever-changing meaning.
That's unfortunate, Kanasaka. You've fallen off the track. You can't just be skilled. This is a lesson. Come over here, our little promotion.
We've been waiting for you.
Good work on this project.
The top performer and chief technical officer, Shintaro Atsumi, came to praise us for our work.
Especially you, Kanesaka. Nice coding. I heard even the leaders were left speechless.
Thank you. I'm Shogo Kanesaka, a 25-year-old programmer.
I think we know who the next team leader is going to be. I hope you're excited.
Mr. Atsumi praised me through and through before leaving.
Well, Kanesaka, we have to celebrate!
Akiha Otsu was 1 year my senior. She slapped my shoulder. You're overreacting.
Let's go for drinks tonight.
Wait, just the two of us?
Anyways, cheers to the next leader.
In the end, I was dragged to an izakaya by Otsu. Just the two of us. I came prepared, but it's too soon to say.
What are you saying? You've got a leg up in our age group.
Our night ended without any hitches. Later that week, I was called out to the CEO, Hanai Roppongi's office. When I got there, Mr. Atsumi and Otsu were there with serious expressions.
Kanesaka, do you know why you were called here today?
No, I do not.
Actually, there was a report from Miss Otsu here. She says you sexually harassed her.
Huh?
Is it true that you two went out for drinks the other day?
Oh, yes, that's true.
How about you saying that to the next team leader, going in for a kiss and touching her chest?
No, that didn't.
You were drunk then, so maybe you don't remember.
Miss Otsu?
I can't ask you to prove something that didn't happen. But in this case, it's difficult to prove what did happen too. But since there was a report, we can't ignore it. I have a duty to create an environment that is comfortable for everyone. If you have nothing to say, I have to separate you two physically. Luckily, Out Company has branches.
You didn't do any of that, right? If you have to switch offices, your promotion will be delayed.
Huh? My promotion?
Yeah, so you have to say something.
I have nothing to say. Mr. Atsumi's eyes peeled wide open. Miss Roppongi frowned at me.
Does that mean you accept your punishment? Is that okay with you?
As you said, there's no way for me to prove anything.
Kanesaka, it's not like you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Atsumi. I was naive. Miss Roppongi signed and gave out my punishment.
I understand, Kanesaka. I hereby order you to go to one of our branches. That concludes this meeting.
I understand.
Thank you!
Kanesaka.
My promotion was delayed, and I was set to go to another branch.
That's unfortunate, Kanesaka. You've fallen off the track. You can't just be skilled. This is a lesson.
I had finished cleaning out my desk and was walking down the hall with my things when Otsu spoke out to me. This was a good lesson. I'll be careful when I go out for drinks with a woman from work next time.
That's nice. I don't think any woman will be interested in someone who fell off like you, though. Good luck!
Thank you for this opportunity.
Huh? This opportunity?
She seemed confused by what I said, but she seemed to figure that I was so shocked that I didn't know what I was saying. My other coworkers were sad to see me go, but with that, I left the headquarters of my company. Yes. Tears were streaming down my face. I was ecstatic. I avoided the promotion. I thought I was done for, but I never thought this would happen. I actually didn't want to get promoted. I wasn't the type to show my feelings, but I was actually pretty cowardly. My own code is one thing, but I was honestly scared to be responsible for other people's codes. I can't. These days, all I've been thinking about is how to get out of it, but I got lucky. Thank you, Otsu. Okay, this time, I'm gonna try my best to not do my best, so I don't get put up for a promotion. The day after, I went to my new company in high spirits. I tried too hard, so I was up for a promotion. I just have to do the minimum work without trying hard.
Welcome! It's small, but I can say it feels homey here.
I was making this vow to myself when the branch manager, Yukie Roppongi, greeted me. Miss Roppongi's younger sister came all the way outside to get me. I feel nervous already.
Let's get started. I'll introduce you to your team members. Welcome, Shogo, to the dev room.
As I entered the office, I wondered what kind of party I stepped into.
Come over here, our little promotion.
We've been waiting for you. Wait, what?
Okay, hey, you guys are too excited. You're scaring him. I'm Risa Ninomiya. I'm 24, so a year younger. Nice to meet you.
Oh, so you're my age? I'm Takahiro Tonami.
Wait, I didn't say anything. Why do you know how old he is? We have our sources. I hope it's a source that isn't illegal.
What a fun workplace. I desperately tried to control my facial expressions. Not only did the boss come out just to get me, but do they have really high expectations of me? Relax. In any case.
Laziness, short temper, arrogance. These are the things we programmers champion here. What are you saying?
The 3 virtues of the computer programmer.
3 virtues?
Laziness, by expending the smallest amount of energy to write the most efficient code. Short temper, to make programs run faster and find bugs quicker. And arrogance, is being proud of your own high-quality coding work. It's something a famous computer programmer once said.
I see. I thought Ninomiya was just saying whatever.
So, who's the lead programmer?
Oh, that's... We're so small that everyone's on the same level. No team leaders either.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm not that skilled, so I have everyone talk about the direction of projects and stuff.
I was worried about the state of things, but thus began my life at this branch. A few months later, after completing multiple projects, I felt like I was part of the team here. The highest prospect of HQ is different. Our efficiency is on another level.
We didn't have anyone to bring us together before, so this is great.
I was trying not to try hard, but when people relied on me, I couldn't just slack off. I feel weirdly responsible. I'm an idiot. This is just like at HQ. To my dismay, I was already being treated like a leader. One day, a rather big project came to us. Normally, the lead programmer would decide how to go about this kind of project, but...
This is pretty big, right? It would be a lot of work to do it from scratch. Can we use anything we have?
Naturally, our meetings were very democratic at this branch. There's a good open source library for that. It's a really active library, so I think we can use it for this.
That's great! Let's use that and minimize our workload.
It does seem fine, but there's something about it that I'm hesitant about. If it's really active now, you could turn that around and say that it's not stable yet. Is that too cowardly of me to think that way?
Huh? Kanasaka, you look like you want to say something?
Huh? Oh,
If there's something on your mind, please say it.
actually, I am a little worried about the stability of that library. I pulled from past experiences and explained the risks of using a library that was still in development. I see. You're right. If it's being actively developed, that means it's going to keep changing.
Oh, we can't just think about minimizing our work.
No, I mean, it's just a possibility. But from what I've seen these past few months, I think we can do it on our own if we all work hard.
Really?
I spoke nonchalantly, but they got all excited. Okay, let's make our own library and develop it. We can do it.
If you're saying so, I feel 100 times more motivated.
By the time I felt like I'd made a mistake, everyone at the meeting was in agreement. Wait, I can't take responsibility, so we should think.
No, it's okay. We all decided on this, so no one's gonna blame you for anything.
Ninomiya looked straight into my eyes. Unexpectedly, I felt my heart skip a beat.
When you decide things in a group, the leader's opinion usually holds the most weight. But everyone around here is to support that leader.
I see. Wait, I'm the leader? 6 months passed. The project was moving forward smoothly as we developed our own library. Oh yeah, the GAFA library you mentioned before, it's a standard in the industry now. The aforementioned library was now being used by all sorts of companies. Maybe we could have just used it then. It's fine. It might have been a little pointless to make it on our own, but we all learned a lot.
Besides, we optimized our functions so our speeds are faster.
Suddenly, one day, I was called out by Yukie. I remembered when Otsu tricked me and got a little nervous, but I couldn't think of a reason.
I'm sorry, Kanasaka, for calling you out during the workday.
Wait, there's a reason? Maybe it's because we used extra funds to create our own library. I decided to apologize first. I'm sorry. I used up unnecessary funds due to my decision. But that wasn't it. Yukie looked confused. Then she laughed.
No. Actually, I'm sorry I made you make a decision that I should have made. I'm not the most skilled, but there are things where you have to spend a little extra to be safe. The library thing was just that, right?
Oh, yes. Maybe. But why did you call me here then?
About that. We're expanding the branch to be able to accommodate this project, right? So, I want to officially have a lead programmer.
Wait, me?
No? You're doing the work of a leader, and your skills are approved by HQ.
I fell silent. I had basically run away from HQ to avoid being promoted.
I don't intend to put everything on you. I plan on making Tonami and Ninomiya leaders and putting people below them.
Those two. Still, we couldn't stay like this forever. I'll do it then. Before I realized it, I was answering. If I'm with those two, that's what I had thought.
Yay! I'll make the official announcement soon.
Kane-saka, did you hear about the library? A few years had passed since I became the lead programmer. Tonami came over to my desk excitedly. He found a detrimental weakness. It's all over the news. This is amazing. You were exactly right. If we used it, our project would have been victims too.
No, well, we're fine. But apparently they used it at HQ.
Ninomiya always had info about these things. She was always quick. Yukie came running as we were talking.
Kanasaka, can our library replace the one that's on the news?
We cut out everything that's unnecessary, so it's not a perfect replacement, but I think it can do all regular tasks.
Good. Mr. Atsumi called us and they want to use our library. I know this is sudden, but can you go to HQ and explain how to use it?
I took Ninomiya with me and went to HQ for the first time in years.
Long time no see.
Mr. Atsumi! Wait, you look a little...
Oh, our project almost fell apart, so I don't look my best. But thanks to you, it seems like we can make it work.
I was seeing Mr. Atsumi for the first time in a while. He looked a little gaunt and smiled weakly.
So, the project's lead programmer is coming, but don't be surprised, okay?
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm the lead programmer, Otsuk. Kanasaka, why are you here?
Miss Otsu? I was thinking about what Mr. Atsumi had just said to me when Otsu came in.
You two are both lead programmers now. No more fighting, please.
I see. Don't be surprised. That's what he meant. I never felt like Otsu and I had been fighting. Since I know you, I know your skill level, so it'll be easier to explain how things work. But Otsu immediately rejected my attempts to have a friendly conversation.
What's up with you? You didn't lose your mind at the branch? You became a lead programmer, but at the end of the day, you're at some branch. You're nothing compared to someone who became lead at HQ like me.
Hey, Otsu, stop it.
I don't want him to think he's some hotshot just because he happened to develop some library. HQ is above the branches are below. He needs to know that.
What are you saying?
He didn't just happen to. Mr. Kanesaka realized the risks of the other library from the start. That's why we developed our own.
Ninomiya, you're complicating things.
Like Risa said, Kanesaka had the foresight to notice the risks.
You too, Mr. Atsumi?
Besides, there's no above or below when you're both lead programmers. Actually, if we think about who helped the small branch grow to what it is now, we can clearly see who's above.
Ooh. But there's no way you would know what kind of work Kanesaka was doing at the branch.
I know. I've been hearing about it from my niece, Risa.
What? Niece?
Yes? Shintaro is my uncle.
I stared at her. Ninomiya answered casually. So that was her source.
Anyway, our company is in crisis right now. Don't fight.
I'm sorry, I understand.
It's fine. If you get it, let's hear about the library.
Ninomiya and I explained everything down to the minute details. The next day, I was working at my own desk.
Kanesaka, my uncle collapsed.
Collapsed? My brain stopped working for a moment. He was tired when I saw him the other day, but he should be healthy.
He's alive, but he needs to be hospitalized. My uncle has something to say to you, so he wants you to come.
Okay, I'll go. Can you come with me?
You came. I'm embarrassed. My age got the best of me.
What are you saying? You still got it.
It was a myocardial infarction. I need surgery, and I can't work too hard when I'm out.
Mr. Atsumi looked like he somewhat expected what had happened.
So, I want you to take my place.
Huh?
Since you started, I've been watching you work. I think you're the only one who can take over. It ignores tradition and age norms, but this is an emergency. Forgive me.
Wait! I'm really a coward, so a role like that...
I know. I told you I've been watching, right? You're a cowardly chicken. That's why you're good for the job. I also think making decisions is scary. Because I think that, I can make careful decisions.
If it were 4 years ago, I would have refused. But at the branch, I learned to support and be supported by others. It's too short a time for a person to change. I'm still a coward, but if you're still going to choose me... I understand. I accept.
Really? You'll do it? I'll put Risa on support. Risa knows my job pretty well.
As a mini CTO, I returned to HQ as the head of development. My name is Kanesaka. I'm still young, but I hope we can work well together.
Wait! Does this mean you're the head of development?
After I finished introducing myself, as expected, Otsu spoke out. As I just said, this is the decision of Mr. Atsumi, who is currently in the hospital. Otsu glared at Ninomiya and me.
You guys are going out, huh?
I couldn't keep up with the sudden change in topic. I let out a weird sound.
That must be it. She's Mr. Atsumi's niece and you're going out with her.
I felt some type of way after being accused of going out with Ninomiya, but it was starting to make sense. What are you saying?
No, it's not like that. He was sent off to the branch because he harassed me. Kanesaka wouldn't do something like that. No, he did. I can't accept someone like that as my boss.
I didn't want to do this, but it was to keep my promise with Mr. Atsumi. I took out my phone from my pocket. That day, I actually recorded audio from start to finish.
Huh? Wait, stop, why?
It was just the two of us, and I was scared, so I was careful.
Why didn't you bring this up then?
Back then, I didn't want to get promoted. So, I thought I'd stay silent if the punishment wasn't too bad.
What? That's why you said thank you? Mr. Kanesaka, is it true about the recording?
Ma'am, yes. I can turn it in.
Wait, you can fake that kind of audio with AIs nowadays. You're right, but there are some other suspicions regarding your reports. After you were sent to the branch, Miss Otsu has reported several others for harassment. There are some concerns that these might be false reports. I'll get that data from you later and use it on our ongoing investigation. Mr. Kanesaka, I'm sorry I didn't believe you then.
No, I stayed silent for myself, so you don't have to apologize.
When people take advantage of the sexual harassment issue, it makes the issue even worse. Miss Otsu, depending on the results of the investigation, please prepare for whatever comes out.
Miss Otsu's shoulders slumped. With the investigation, the truth came out. The people who were punished in the past had their names cleared. And Otsu was fired for falsifying reports. On top of that, she was being sued by her victims.
What the hell? I was trying to get promoted. Why would this happen?
You should never do something wrong to get ahead. I regretted staying silent to avoid getting promoted, and... Mr. Atsumi, congratulations. Are you really quitting?
Yes, I'll leave the rest to you and relax.
When Mr. Atsumi retired, I was officially the CTO. Thank you for everything. I'm a coward, but I'll take my role as CTO seriously.
Ha! You'll be fine. Oh, you can take things with Risa seriously too.
Whew. I don't have to write as much code, but I have to make more decisions. I was even more careful with my work. It was hard to oversee all the projects, but the work felt worthwhile.
Mr. Kanesaka, I made some tea. So would you like to take a break?
Oh, thanks. I'll have some. As soon as I turned around... Huh? Ninomiya kissed me suddenly. My eyes widened. Whoa, why?
You're in the wrong here. You say you're a coward and you never make any moves.
Since Mr. Atsumi talked to me, it had the opposite effect, and I couldn't do anything about Ninomiya.
I'm following the 3 virtues of the programmer. Be lazy and take the shortest route. No games. Short temper because I can't wait anymore. And the arrogance to know that you like me.
I can't be a boyfriend if I can't face Mr. Atsumi. Before I knew it, That thought made me lose sight of the 3 virtues.
Was that bad?
Ninomiya looked worried. If I didn't say anything here, I wouldn't be a man. Sorry, I'm a failure as a programmer. It wasn't bad, like you said. When I said it, her expression shined like a blooming flower. You don't always have to have ambition, but there are things you can only come to see when you change your environment. And sometimes, your weaknesses become your strengths.